We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Brandon Lau, the American League's leading hitter, continues his bid at a batting title right after this. Aaron Loup will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Settling in now, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Lourdes Gurriel.
From the stretch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Lou is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Now at the plate, Cavan Biggio. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
That is third. The third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. He's set, and the pitch. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Trent Thornton is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Stepping up now, Brian O'Grady. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Cut fastball taken for strike one. Look, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. Ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Upton's under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 8.
So striding forward now, Brandon Lau. He's had a phenomenal year at the plate, entering this August contest as the league's batting average leader.
I've never been in this position in my career before. I wonder if he's counting games down. You certainly want to walk away at the end of the year with a batting crown.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And with an average over 400 over his last few series, he's certainly making his case for the batting title here in August.
Yeah, and this is when you run down the competition. The dog days of August start creeping in. Sweltering heat out there, and you got to find a way to lock in. That's certainly what he's done over the last 10 games. Absolutely crushing the baseball.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2 is in there. A called strike three.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
To the plate now, Hunter Renfroe. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And with an average over the 300 mark in his last 10 games, he's showing no signs of slowing down as we begin winding down the regular season.
Yeah, with only a couple weeks left, this guy has given you months and months of production. Every time he strides to the plate, certainly looks confident and has been swinging a hot bat lately.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Down in order go the Rays. We are still scoreless. Justin Upton the next to hit. Currently sits 8th in the American League in home runs entering play.
When you're drawing up plans for your club in spring training, you'd love to have pop and power from your corner outfield spots, and they certainly have that in this guy right here.
First pitch on its way to Upton. Upton, or simply J-Up, he was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. And while he's cultivated one of the league's best batting averages, the pace has slowed down ever so slightly in recent days. He's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
Yeah, the last 10 games he's certainly treading water right now, but if you can mix in that knock when you don't feel great at the plate, the track record says he's going to get hot again, and when he does, watch out.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Justin Upton is retired to kick off the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Behind 0-2 now. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Right side. He's got it. On to first, and there were 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Rendell Grichuk. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Line drive base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. But for all his success at the plate, his average over the last 10 isn't above the Mendoza line even. Perhaps a slight cause for concern.
Yeah, a lot of guys usually have peaks and valleys throughout the year. They grab about 4 slumps a year. He's only had 10 games where he hasn't swung the bat well, but he's picking the wrong.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and up next will be Willy Adames.
Not shortstop, Willy Adames.
First pitch of the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 delivery. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate, Nate Lowe. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. As he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. And it's 1-1. The opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Kiermaier.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Upton's under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Thornton offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. The 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And he watches a splitter for a called third strike, and the side is retired. One left for Tampa. Will move to the third with no score. Brandon Drury will bat next.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Brandon Drury.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he pops it up. And that's in there, base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Up next is Danny Jansen, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Hit high and deep out to left field. O'Grady is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch coming. Here it is.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Striding in once again, Cavan Biggio. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the stretch.
No ball. One strike.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
We're back now as the Rays are preparing for their at-bats here in the third inning, and this lineup has been a huge bright spot for the ball club this season. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Striding into the box, Joey Wendell, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A bouncer up the middle, scooped up, and that's the first out. Now at the plate, Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh.
Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. 2 balls and a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
A bouncer to the left side. Barehanded at his knees. Hats off to that one.
The left fielder, number
Ready for another
31.
chance. Brian O'Grady. He flew out in his last at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Oh.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
No strike.
Two and 1 to the Rays leadoff batter.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Lifted the other way to left center. Upton is camped under this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. We'll head to the 4th. Still scoreless. Stepping up to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
0-1 the count. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Here's Justin Upton now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. As mentioned earlier, he's put together one of the league's top batting average, although his pace has slowed ever so slightly in recent games, south of 300 in his last 10.
Yeah, he's running into the dog days right now, but over the last 10 games, he's almost at 300, and that's nothing to shake his stick at. Most guys would take that for an entire season. This guy has watched his average dip just a smidge over his last 10 games.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
And he fouls this one off. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Guerrero stands at first with 1 out. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
So digging in next will be Travis Shaw, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. With runners in scoring position this season, Shaw is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with two gone.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
Andrew Kittredge answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it. At the plate now, Brandon Drury, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with two away. The 1-0. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The set and the 1-1. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Blue Jays strand three. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Brendan Lau.
Number 8.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. This is pulled into right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
The count now at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Upton going back, and they take the lead. It's gone. Hunter Renfroe with a 2-run shot. 38th home run of the season for him as the Rays move in front now 2-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Into the box, Willie Adames. And that misses for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0. Here's a bouncing ball and a chance for Gurriel. It's short. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Stepping in, Nate Lowe, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
1-1. Ball. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Kiermaier. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's away.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that could fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
The 1-0. Kiermaier playing here in his age 29 season. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The 2-1.
3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Now to the plate, Yandy Diaz comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Hit down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out. Whew.
Now batted.
2 men on, 2 out, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. After it is Upton, but this will land untouched. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I really liked watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
Here's the 2-2. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit back toward the mound. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. We played 4, and it's 2-0 Tampa Bay. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. He said it's tough to be successful when you can't find ways to get guys home. And while that's frustrating for everyone down here, he said sometimes you just have to move on. Move on to getting the job done next time. He also said they may try to focus on manufacturing more opportunities in traditional ways as opposed to sitting back and swinging, hoping that someone will come through with a big hit.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Jansen stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a 16th round selection back in the draft of 2013. And this will get through into left for a leadoff hit.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Stepping in now, Lourdes Gurriel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline. Scooped up. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
At the plate, Cavan Biggio. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Change up. A little bit inside. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Down the first baseline. Here he comes again. 1-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're down 2-0. Jose Suarez, a little 5'10" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Jose Suarez.
In now, Kevin Smith. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Kevin.
First delivery to him on the way. Smith sees the ball really well when facing left-handed pitching and generally picks up a lot of hits against southpaws. He isn't known for displaying a ton of power, however, in these matchups.
Yeah, in today's game, when you're hearing the word launch angle, I don't think it applies to him against left-handed pitching. He can put a lot of balls in contact. He doesn't get himself into too many count leverage situations and tries to go deep too much. Just a guy who really puts bat to ball.
And he misses 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
And he struck him out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and then he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Standing in now, Brian O'Grady. Lined hard toward right center. Hernandez will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Now batting, number 8.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lau. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward the alley in left center, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They're up 2-0. Digging in and looking for more, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
First pitch on its way. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Strike 2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he will make the catch on the full run. And there's a dandy of an out to start the inning. Leadoff man gone for the left fielder, Justin Upton. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. 2-0 to the Jays left fielder.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. And he'll go to second here. Then it goes to first, and it's not in time.
All I can say about this one is that he must have taken a mental holiday there. Nice throw to second, I guess. Too bad there was no play there, though.
Digging in to try it again, Teoscar Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. The 0-1. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Here's Randall Grichuk. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. The 1-0 home. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Grichuk brings the batting average just a little over the .250 mark. Count is 1-2 now.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
The 1-2. Hot shot on the ground to short. Adames scoops it up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
So striding in, Travis Shaw, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. And he got him. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the one. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Rays 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production.
Sam Gaviglio enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 43, Sam Gaviglio.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Hunter Renfroe. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Hunter Renfroe.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh, 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Now a sinker falls in there for a called strike, 2-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 2-1 home.
That's a ball.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Liner toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Ready once again, Willy Adames. Lifetime in this matchup. He's batting .412. from the stretch. Looking at his career totals, Adames brings in a batting average right at .290, a respectable number for sure. One 1-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Gaviglio stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
The 1-1.
No.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. Standing in, Nate Lowe. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Slider laid off for a ball. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Bounce to first. Shaw gloves it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Now at the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Kiermaier.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Comes set. The 0-1. Two balls and a strike. Three and one.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Here's the 3-1. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Payoff pitch on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now 3-1.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away. Boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
G-Man Choi will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Now a throw over, but the runner's back easily. And that's taken for strike one. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Has a look, now the pitch. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
The third baseman, Joey Wendell.
Joey Wendell digs in now. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Rays will settle for just the 1. 7th inning coming up. It's the Rays 3 and the Blue Jays 1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and into bat next it'll be Brandon Drury.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
He's set, and the pitch. The 0-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that'll get down for a base hit. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
So now to the plate, Danny Jansen, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 0-1, here it comes.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Sent out to straightaway center field. Kiermaier is right there, 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The bat, number 13.
Runner at second, 1 away. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Chaz Rowe comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 52, Chaz Rowe.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bullet to first base. But the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, the second baseman, Kevin.
Digging in now, Kevin Biggio. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Fine work there out of the Rays bullpen. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Rays 3 and the Blue Jays 1. Wilmer Font gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 63, Wilmer Font.
At the plate, Kevin Smith. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Kevin Smith.
And now a pitch on the way. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. And now a pitch on the way. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Giving chase is Hernandez, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Brian O'Grady. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. 0-1. Two balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
2-0.
Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
In now, Brandon Lau. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Hunter Renfroe would be next. The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 44 on the year. And Tampa Bay has taken a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Justin Miller takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Number 60, Justin Miller.
Hunter Renfroe will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch.
That's ball 3.
Willie Adames would be next. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Willie Adames is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And he misses with it. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. A runner on first with 2 away. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder giving chase. He can't get there as it falls in. And he is in there.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Coming to the plate now, Nate Lowe. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
0-2. Here it comes.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
From the stretch. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Rays tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 4-1 Tampa. Striding in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 1-1. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. And the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So here's the cleanup hitter, Justin Upton. First pitch on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Thomas Pannone is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 45.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier singled home a run in his last time up.
The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
First delivery to him on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chopped on the ground over to first. Shaw fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Striding forward now is the DH, Ji-Man Choi. He's ready. Here's the first offering. One out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Upton. He gets there, and that's the second out. So digging in now, Joey Wendell hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
The windup and the 0-1. Pannone, a left-hander who goes an even 6 feet. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in this at bat.
2 out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. But they lead it 4-1. Jose Alvarado comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 46, Jose Alvarado.
All set for the start of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Randall Grichuk.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. And the pitch. Line toward right center. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Travis Shaw is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And it's quickly 0-2. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes 1 away. Wow. Runner at second, 1 away. And into bat next, it'll be Brandon Drury. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Hit on the ground out to short. Adames brings it in. Throw on to first. And now the Jays are down to their final out. Next to bat for Toronto, Danny Jansen. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball 1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
The 1-0 home. Down the left field line and deep. And no one will track it down. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher.
There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he'll watch a breaking ball that comes back to catch the outside corner for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
And now this crowd, announced at around 22,000, comes to their feet. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car across the finish line after all.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Tampa Bay Rays took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Andrew Kittredge earns the victory out of the bullpen, his fifth. Trent Thornton was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Jose Alvarado wraps it up for the save, his 20th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball.